Hello, welcome to Opening Up the Closet with Tripat. Thank you for being here. At least I have somebody I can talk with. And we are just talking. We are opening up our closets. We are getting every stumbling block out of those closets from our non conscious, subconscious. We are bringing it there at the conscious level. And we are making sure that we can work it out so that we can be able to change, we can be able to solve, you can be able to, to work out all these things that bring us back. They stop us from moving forward. We walk with these things everywhere we go, surprisingly. And they affect how we think, how we walk, how we talk, how we respond, how we react. And unfortunately, people who are next to us or people who are around us, they do not get to understand why we act the way we act. But we have this thing in our closet up here, stuck up in our mind, that keeps dictating how we do things. We have to work on these things. So remember yesterday, we talked about the brick wall. This wall that has been there, that we have put there, that we keep imagining that we can't go through. The things that we have wanted to do, but we can't do them because we imagine that there's a brick wall here. And we say the brick wall is not supposed to stop you from doing what you want to do. It's supposed to show you how hard or how passionate you want something. So please, let us keep bringing everything out of the closet so that we can live healthy lives, bold lives, strong lives. And that is why I'm here, Tripat, to be able to walk with you, talk with you. We are decluttering that closet, like getting it out. If you can burn it, write it on a paper and say, today I am removing fear from my closet, then that's it. Finish with fear and burn it out. And let's get something else out. And today we are burning fear. We're talking about it first. You decide if you want to burn fear, but it would be a very good thing to burn fear. What is fear? Fear is this emotional state of things that have hurt us very badly. Things that are paining, they're painful. So psychologically, we just tend to avoid such situations that make us get harmed or get pained or feel a lot of pain. We tend to avoid them. And if we are going to push that wall and get to where we are, then we have to get away fear. Unfortunately, again, fear mostly comes from our childhood experiences. Mostly. Some of them, of course, we have met along the way. But don't get me wrong again, there is good fear. Like when a child holds a knife or a child is about to hold a hot plate or pan. That is good fear. The child needs to know that I cannot touch this. When you as an adult meet a snake or a wild animal, what do? Do you stand there and wait to be eaten? No. That is good fear. But there is this other not normal fear. Fear that just makes you not be able to achieve what you want to achieve because you're always thinking either I'm not perfect. Somebody made you believe that you cannot do something. And here, I really want to take my time and talk with our teachers, those who take care of children from the very small stage, kindergarten, as we come all the way up. We do a lot to these kids' minds. We do so much. We affect the society. We affect everybody because I tell my child sometimes, she comes home and I tell her this is like this and she says, no, the teacher said this. So if the teacher tells the child that the sun is the moon, that is what the child believes. And she will explain how the sun and the moon are related and all that stuff. Okay. So we are all, in charge of doing this to our kids as they grow up. The teachers, the parents, anybody else who touches lives at a young age, we are the ones who shape how people grow up with these emotions. I remember when we were young and we would be told that our mother or father were coming home from work. I don't know still if that was respect or that was fear. But of course we made mistakes, like we haven't showered and it's 6 p.m. So we are clearly running to the showers before they find us. But before we knew that that would earn you a very good or a therapy. So we would rush and run so that we do not get to have that kind of wrath upon us. That would have been a good fear because then we know the consequences, you know. And of course, we were children then, so you don't want to be at the bad books of your parents. But listen, fear of connecting. We have fear of being abandoned. We have fear of self assertion. We think we are not just good. We think we cannot just make a good relationship with anyone. We think we cannot just sit where people are and give our thoughts, or people are going to think we are not good enough. People have even fear of lack of recognition or fear of failure and success. This directly, you can see how they are connected to us not being able to get where we are. You just think it's okay where I am because if I try this, that's a fear of unknown. If I try this, then it might. You're not trying. You have fear. We want to get fear out. People have even fear of being alive. They just think that, oh, in the next, if I cross the road, then I'll die. You know, if I try doing this, then I might die. Some of it is really connected to Christianity, sorry. But then generally we want to get out fear. I mean, what's the worst that somebody can do? If you want to ask them for something, they would say yes, they would say no, they would say wait. So stop having expectations. Stop thinking that if I get into this race, I must win. No, I must win. I could fail. I'm not planning to fail, but I could be second position and I could be the last position. And that does not mean I don't wake up and try again. This kind of fear that we put in ourselves, it is stopping us from going where we are going. Fear is a really bad thing. So how do we work with fear? I mean, just stop sometimes and just think about it. Pause. I mean, I fear cockroaches, but I mean, what's the worst that a cockroach can do to me? So I'm supposed to just pause and think, I don't like cockroaches. It can't bite me. So what? Let me get a slippers, let me get a broom, let me get something, let me hit it so that I don't see it again. Stop, think, pause. Okay? Then just think about it. It will make that fear will just kind of shrink. And you will ask yourself, why have I been fearing this, like this, all this time? Okay? Stop. Take a pause. Talk to someone. Talk. And that is what we are doing here right now. Write to me. Talk. If you have a close friend, talk. If you have a parent, if you have a big sister, big brother, anyone you can trust, talk about it. And sometimes you will realize that it's just something that you have kept here that is stopping you. So what? You had a relationship that did not go very well. That was one relationship. It does not mean all relationships are like that. So what? You failed in your classes, probably your main exam. But there could be a reason why that happened. It does not mean every other exam you're going to fail. You fear failure because you think it's going to happen the way the last one happened. I was telling my story about my children. I lost my 2 babies, and for a long time, I feared getting pregnant. I feared getting pregnant, and I ended up having another 2 or 3 miscarriages. But when I finally found something to somebody to walk with me and hold my hand, and I went for counseling for almost 2 years, I worked on my fear. And now I have 3 beautiful children. But before that, I couldn't. So fear is stopping us from achieving our goals. Fear is stopping us from getting to that wall and penetrating. Let us work on our fear. Otherwise, we are not going to get anywhere at all. So that is all I came to share today. And I hope I am going to encourage someone to get fear from the back of her closet and bring it to the forward where you can see it every morning and decide to work on it so that it does not hold you back ever again. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Asanteni sana, and be blessed. And we will keep talking every day, and we'll keep encouraging each other, and we want those closets to look neat. We don't want those jumbled up clothes at the back there that you're saying, that I don't want to look at. We are going to take them and straighten them and iron them out and bring them to the front. And we are going to deal with them, and we are going to be people who are self conscious. We are going to be people who are happy, who are living their lives fully contented. Again, thank you very much. Be blessed.